What a midweek matchup we have for you here on a Wednesday night. We've got a good one for you on this Wednesday night here on EA Sports College Football. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. From the gun, running back on the move. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. The RPO, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Off play action. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Now on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Woods. Oh, he got loose. Snags it and he's open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good effort, but he's gonna come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. How about that pass rush coming up with a 3rd down sack and forcing the punt? And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The give on the inside. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Got room at the 35. He slides down. He has enough for the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. From the gun, the ground game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Babers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. Makes it past the marker. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Babers. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
From the gun. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Woods. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He leaves it with... Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. And here comes the punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Caught in the backfield. It's Babers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the option. Plows through the defense. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Got a little space. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it, an easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Babers. And they get him down. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Looking for his man. Pulls it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They want to run it left here. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the option. The pitch. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Kick is in the air. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. To the air on first down. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. He gets away. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Now this offense is back on the field. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Woods. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Trying the left side. Picks up the first down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Got it behind the line. It's Roberts. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket breaking down.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Woods. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Might as well stick with him. And they're able to get him on the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Turns it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They bring the punter onto the field now. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They're going back to the ground. Could be an alley. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Roberts. Could not make his way to the corner. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Rides to the back. Maybe a crease. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here's a heat. He'll get rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Catch in the middle. It's Woods. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
I'll tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they're in for a touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The play action fake. And down he goes back at the 3.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the inside give. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll send the back in motion. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Roberts. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try it again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The run from the shotgun. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll send the tight end in motion. Handoff from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. Takes it on the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense drags him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.